friends, let us see the topic today, numericals related to KCL and KVL. There are two different types of numericals. One will belongs to the independent source, the other will be depend on dependent source. So both of these categories I am taking for solution. Let us start. This is basically useful for the circuit theory and network analysis. Now let us see how the way we are justifying the KCL and KVL, that is Kirchhoff's current law and Kirchhoff's voltage law. Now let us see the first one. In this circuit, you see your supply voltage V is given. We don't know how much voltage it is. 0.5 amps current is flowing. This is 150 ohm resistor, 220 ohm resistor, 330 ohm resistor. They are asking you to find the voltage V. Now let us apply the KVL. Okay. So how to apply the KVL? Give the current direction. As soon as you give the direction, your current will start to flow in this direction. Let that current be I. Remember, whenever the current, this is the resistor, the current is entering like this. If current is entering like this will be positive, this will be negative. Now as current is going from higher potential to lower potential. So I told already in my first video, if this voltage is V, now it is going from positive to negative, the current. So what is my VAB is nothing but it is minus V. The same if I write it as what is VBA. Now it is coming from, I will change this, VBA. So it is going from negative towards positive, then it will be positive. Is this concept clear? Now let us similarly proceed for this circuit. So apply KVL. Kirchhoff's voltage law. So mark it as positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. Because current is entering, leaving. So when it is entering, it is considered as positive, leaving is negative. Now you can start from anywhere you like. I am starting from here. So negative to positive, it is increasing. So what I will write my first? V plus V. Because it is going from negative to positive. See, the direction remains same. Now it is going from positive to negative. So what I will write? Minus, reducing. What is that voltage drop? Current is 0.5 into the resistance is 150. Similarly, it is going from positive to negative. So minus of current is 0.5 they have given into 220. Similarly, here also it is decreasing. So minus of 0.5 into 330 ohms equal to 0. Clear how you are writing the KVL? Now just simplify it. So what you will get? Your expression as V minus, take 0.5 as common. Directly you write 150 plus 220 plus 330. So how much it will give you? 0.5 into 0, 3 to 5, 5, 5, 10, 1, 3 to 5, 6, 7, 3 plus 2, 5 plus 1, 6. So now it is, you are getting it as 300 volt. Yes or no? Clear? Now let us see the second case, which is highly important. That is, it is just how the way to write the KVL, sign convention, clarity. Now here along with the sign convention, you need to take care of the dependent source. There are four types of dependent source. Current dependent current source, current dependent voltage source. Similarly, voltage dependent voltage source, current dependent voltage source. Hence there are four types of dependent source. Now here you can see whenever, how to find out which type of source it is. Whenever there is a arrow mark inside, first of all that is a current source. Now it is depends on current. So it is a current dependent current source. Now in this circuit they are asking you find what is the current I and the V1. Not I1 is not present, I. Find the current I and this voltage V1. Now let us see how to approach. Now first see the circuit. You can mark here, carefully you observe, this current I is entering. From this side the current 4I is entering. This is a junction point. So as this current is entering, this current is entering, obviously this should leaving current. Am I right? Huh? Because KCL states that the total incoming current must be equal to total outgoing current. Am I right? So hence now it is 4I, this is plus I. So hence in this branch definitely 5I of current will flow through it. Clear? Now with respect to that, let me write KVL for the first branch. So if you write the KCL for your first loop, then similarly write, what you will write now, negative to positive, so plus 4. Now positive to negative, minus 12I. Now how much? It is also same way. Arrow mark is like this, so positive to negative, so minus 2 into 5I equal to 0. Yes or no? So now just simplify it. So how much you will get it? This is 12, this is 10. So 22I equal to 4 implies I equal to 4 by 22 amp equal to 2 by 11 amp. So you got your I first. Now they are asking you find the value of V1. What is this V1? The drop across the 6 ohm resistor. Carefully give the attention. Now when you are going to find what is the drop across this resistor, that is they are asking V1 equal to 6. Now see what is the current flowing in this branch. Current is not I, it is 4I. Yes or no? So hence what is the current is 6 into 4I. Second important thing. See the arrow mark they have given asking you V1 positive to negative means current direction should be like this. But it is given in opposite direction. So hence you have to add one negative sign. Clear why you are adding the negative sign? Because as for the requirement, the direction of current is in the opposite direction. Hence you are considering the negative sign. So it is now minus 6 into 4 into I is 2 by 11. So how much you are getting? 6 4 is 24 into 2, 48. So minus 48 by 11 volt. That's our answer. Simple. Now let us see another example. This be the circuit given. They are asking find the current supplied by VCCS, voltage controlled current source. This arrow I told whenever there is arrow that indicates that is a current source. Now here what it is written? Voltage. So current source but dependent on the voltage. Hence voltage controlled current source. What type of source? First you should write that. Arrow mark is given current source, so write current source. Who is controlled? By voltage control. So voltage controlled current source. Clear? Now they are asking you find the current supplied by the voltage control current source. How much current it is giving. So now you can see here this all together. Can I rub it like this and joint it like this? This also. This also. Means they all are connected to a single node. Yes or no? So I don't know what is the current flowing through it. Let the current it be I1. Similarly current through it, let it be I2. Now apply the KVL. So if you apply the KCL, because you are applying at the junction, so you are applying the KCL at the junction. So when you apply KCL, now you see 3 amps is leaving. So you write minus 3. Your choice. You can assume my leaving is negative means entering should be positive. If you are assuming that my leaving should be positive, then entering should be negative. One sign convention you should stick to. So here I am assuming that leaving is negative, entering is positive. So 3 amps is leaving, so minus 3. Here this current also leaving, I will write it as minus I1. This is entering. See, give the attention here. This current source is dependent on this voltage, but what it is the current. Don't think it's a voltage. it depends on voltage, but if you substitute the value of this voltage, it is nothing but that current. Clear? So what I will write it as? So it is the current which is entering. I am assuming my leaving current is negative. So definitely my entering current should be positive. So 2V1. Now here I assume that my current is leaving because they have not given. When they are not given, we consider that any junction point, if they have not given, always consider that it is moving outward, and we assume that the point of junction is at higher potential. That is the logic. So hence 2V1. So here it is minus of I2 equal to 0. So total incoming current is equal to total outgoing current. This is one incoming current. So directly I can write it as 2V1 equal to 3 plus I1 plus I2. That's all or not? So 3 plus I1 plus I2 equal to 2V1. Total incoming current is equal to total outgoing current. Over your first part. Now coming to the second part. Now here you can see what is the drop across this V1 is nothing but 4I1. Yes or no? Now what is the drop across it here? 6I2. But they all are connected in parallel. In parallel, voltage remains same. In series, current remains same. Hence, as these are all connected in parallel, so voltage will remain same. So what is the drop here? Definitely that will be the drop here. So hence I can write it as, what is the current flowing here? I assumed I1. So hence 4I1 equal to 6I2, that is equal to, what's the voltage is given here? V1. Not this voltage, because this is not voltage, this is current. This current source is dependent on this voltage. So this is current. We should not consider this as voltage. This is voltage. So hence V1 equal to 4I1 plus 6 equal to 6I2. So now what is my I1 equal to? V1 by 4. Similarly, what is my I2 equal to? V1 by 6. Yes or no? Now substitute it into this equation. So what you will get? 3 plus I1 is V1 by 4. I2 is V1 by 6 equal to 2V1. Now take the LCM. What you will find? 12. So 48 plus 6V1 plus 4V1 equal to 2V1. Fine. So now just do the cross multiplication. What it will get? Give you. Now this is 12, this is 2. So directly can I write it as 24V1. Now this side it is 6 plus 4, 10. So if you take it to that side, what you will get? So 48 equal to, this is 24, this is minus 10V1. Implies that now my 14V1 equal to 48, implies that V1 equal to 48 by 14 volt. Am I right? 3 plus I1 is V1 by 4. I2 is V1 by 6 equal to my 2V1. So when you substitute this, what you are finding? This is 6, 4, 12. 12, 3, sorry, it is 36. It is 36. Now your LCM is 12. So 4, 3. This is 3V1. This is 2V1. This is 24. So hence 36 equal to, sorry, calculation mistake. 36 equal to, this is 5V1. This is 24. So this is 5. 24 minus 5. So hence it is 19V1 equal to 36. So answer is 36 by 19. Clear? Now let us go for question number 4. Here similarly they are asking you find the current I. So in order to find the current I, what you need to do? Same way apply the KVL. These are all independent sources. So if you apply the KVL, see the direction. Now it is going from negative to positive, so plus 2. Now it is coming from positive to negative, so minus 3 volt. Then here you see the direction. Otherwise what you do? Remove this and give it like this. so that you will get more clarity. Now across this resistor, it is entering and leaving, so minus 5. We don't know the current, let it be I, this current. Then negative to positive, it is increasing, so plus 2.5. Now it is entering at positive, leaving at negative, so minus of 5i equal to 0. Clear? How the way you need to carefully give the attention to the sign convention. For resistor, current always enters at positive, leaving at negative. With that sign convention you do, it will be easy. So now it is 2 minus 3, so minus 1 plus 2.5 equal to, this is 5, so 10i. Now this is 1.5 equal to 10i, so I equal to 1.5 by 10, that is equal to 0.15. This is the answer. Is this clear to all of you? Like this, one more video I will upload for solving different numericals related to superposition theorem. First you have a practice of this, how to apply the KCL and KVL. With that clarity, it will be very easy to find the current or voltage in any specific branch by using the superposition theorem. Okay friends, if you like my video, give the like, share with your friends and subscribe the channel so that as soon as I upload any video, you will get the notifications. Okay friends, take care. Bye bye.